Just below the busy runways of Los Angeles International Airport, a female sea lion suffering from domoic acid poisoning has stranded herself on the jetty rocks. Injured and disoriented, this normally hardy animal is unable to hunt for fish and likely has not eaten for days. Exhausted and suffering from the poison in her system, it takes all of her strength just to keep her balance. Peter Wallerstein from Marine Wildlife Rescue arrives to evaluate her condition and the possibility of rescuing her. If he can rescue her, she will be treated at the Marine Mammal Care Center in San Pedro, California, which is crowded with many animals suffering from this year's domoic acid crisis. If left untreated, she will most likely starve and die. Within minutes, she collapses, desperately needing hydration from the normal 10 to 15 pounds of fish that she eats per day. Peter carefully approaches the suffering sea lion, evaluating her responsiveness and studying the path of how to best approach her for rescue, and the difficult transition from the jetty rocks to a specialized rescue transport vehicle.
With an animal like this or anything, but especially with the domoic, if she slides down into a crevasse, we might not be able to get her. We can't move these rocks. So it's dangerous for the animal, dangerous for the rescuer, slip and fall. So all caution. Every rescue is caution that these are more severe because too many things could go wrong. Animal can get hurt and stuck, and the rescuer can get hurt. So you have to go slow, step by step.
The impact of domoic acid has continued to increase over the past 5 years. Marine mammal care centers in Southern California are especially stressed in being able to safely treat and rehabilitate the influx of animals. Although weak, sea lions have a very strong bite, and unrescued animals suffer unnecessarily and pose a risk to the public. Peter, with the help of 3 experienced Los Angeles County lifeguards, have discussed a strategy for the safest approach to rescue the sea lion from the rocks. But even with the safest planning, it's impossible to predict the actions of a wild animal. As hoped, the sea lion is lifting her head, enabling the best angle for Peter to get a specialized hoop net over her head so she doesn't fall and wedge herself in the rocks. She naturally resists being rescued, and Peter has to make sure the strength and weight of the sea lion is secure. The lifeguards assist to make sure she's safe in the net, and that she's positioned in a way so she can be lifted up onto the dolphin stretcher without nipping or biting at her rescuers. Sea lions are exceptionally strong and agile animals, and it's taking all the strength of these 4 trained professionals to secure her on the jagged rocks. Safely secured in the dolphin stretcher, Peter and the lifeguards now have to slowly make their way down the slippery rocks along the safest possible route. The sea lion can still thrash in the dolphin stretcher, which could throw the men off balance on the sharp rocks, possibly injuring the rescuers or the 250-pound sea lion. Safe on the sand, the sea lion will be placed in a special transport vehicle developed and designed by Marine Wildlife Rescue. The sea lion can spend many hours out of the water, and although she has been rescued from the rocks, transporting her to the Marine Mammal Care Center requires specialized equipment to make sure she arrives as safely as possible. Upon arrival at the Marine Mammal Care Center, we're greeted by Dr. Lauren Palmer and the center's experienced staff of marine mammal technicians and volunteers. The sea lion is transitioned into a specialized cage where the dolphin stretcher and hoop net can be safely removed so she can be immediately weighed and evaluated. And there's good news. Although sick and weak, the rescued sea lion is very, very hungry. Her seemingly healthy appetite is the best sign we can hope for, and upon a full rehabilitation, the healthy sea lion will be released back into the ocean. While this sea lion shows exceptional signs of potential recovery, Many local marine mammals in Los Angeles County that suffer from sickness or injury have far greater challenges in recovering. Here's what you can do. If you see a sick or injured marine animal, please do not approach it. We understand the strong appeal to go near the animals, but they're wild animals and are very agile. They can strike very quickly and have a range of bacteria uncommon to human environments, so please stay at least 50 feet away. Aside from the safety risk, marine mammals are federally protected, and to interact with the animal in any way is a federal violation, punishable by severe fines and possible incarceration. Do not attempt to feed the animal. Depending on the animal's state of health, it could cause them to become extremely ill. Do not put the animal back in the water. If the animal is out of the water, it's there for a reason. It could be injured or too exhausted to swim, and if put back in the water, it could easily drown. Also, seals and sea lions beach themselves regularly for a variety of reasons. So if you do see an animal on the beach, it doesn't mean that they're sick or injured. Some young sea lions are left on the beach to await its mother while she's off getting food. Seals and sea lions that are on the rocks, the beach, or in dock areas should be left alone. If you believe an animal is injured, stranded, or in need of rescue, contact a lifeguard and report the animal immediately, and they will contact Marine Wildlife Rescue. Or, if you have a cellular phone, call 1-800-39-WHALE 24 hours a day, and please do your best to explain the accurate weight and condition of the animal, if it is alert, where it is located, and if it has any obvious injuries. For over 22 years, Marine Wildlife Rescue has rescued thousands of marine animals, and by following these simple guidelines, you can help us rescue many more.